This is an example program for subclass constructor. It is also an example for single inheritance concept in C#. As we have learnt in the previous session, the purpose of a constructor is to provide values to the data fields of the class. Passing values to the data fields of the class. What if the base class constructor takes arguments for constructing base class objects? How do we pass values to base class constructor? That is the concept of this program. Here we have a class called as a room with data members length and breadth and with a method name room. Room, since it's a constructor, we have the same name as a class name and with a parameter list x and y. We have a class. Obviously class should contain, in object-oriented programming, class should contain data members and member functions. Data members are length and breadth. Member functions are, member function here actually, since the name of the method is same as the class name, it's called a room. This room is actually a method or actually its name is same as a class name, it's called as a constructor. And also this constructor, which is a room, in the main class it is a base class, and we are copying the values of x to length and y to breadth. And there is another method called as a area, which is returning length into breadth. Next, there is a subclass called bedroom, and we are inheriting the features of room class to the bedroom class. Now room class contains height as its own feature. Since we are inheriting these methods and the data members into this class, we have in this bedroom class we have data members length and breadth indirectly and also the height data member. All these three data members are present directly or indirectly in this class, which is not visible, but since we are inheriting the room features here, we have three data members here. The bedroom method means, since here also we have the method name which is same name as the class name, it's a constructor method. Here also we have a constructor method. This is a program based on single inheritance, but here we are not using the normal method, it's a constructor method. We are making use of the constructor method and passing the values. And here we have three parameters, int x, int y and int z, and we are making use of this base method, which is applying the features, the parameters x and y in this class also. Since x and y are the parameters of the base class, we cannot make use of the same data members or parameters here also. We can take a, b, c, l, m, n like that. But here we are making use of the same parameters here also. For that reason, there should be no overriding, or we should not get any kind of error because of making use of this x and y parameters in the derived class also. This is the reason why we are using this base. The keyword or the built-in method base will differentiate the values of x and y, which belongs to this, and this x and y belongs to this. And we are assigning the value of z to height. And we have another normal method here called as volume. Here we have another method called as area. And in this subclass we are calculating the volume of some geometrical figure. Here we are calculating the area of some geometrical figure. Since length and breadth are being used in calculating the volume also, the extra feature is height. We are repeating the things which are in the base class here also. By repeating the things, we are indirectly inheriting the features of base class here. By inheriting the features and making use of the values passed by to these data members, by adding extra feature, we are calculating the volume. So this is the thing. We have two classes here, room and bedroom. In the bedroom class, we are inheriting the features of room class, both the data members and the parameter list of base class. In the main class, we are creating object for the base class, that is room 1, and we are directly passing the values 14, 12 and 12 to the constructor method, which is a bedroom. Remember, we are passing three values. We are passing the value 14 to x, passing the values 12 to y and 10 to z. And I am declaring a value here called as area 1, room1 dot area. Room1 is a object name which is calling the method area. This is the area method. Since we are calling this method, it will return the result of length into breadth. What is the value that is assigned for length and what is the value that is assigned for breadth is, since we are passing the values, we are passing three values here for calculating the volume. Here, length into breadth into height. But if you neglect the height portion, you can make use of length value, breadth value here itself for making a calculation of area of some geometrical figure. So, here this base class, illi area method call aad takshana, this base class will calculate length into breadth, that is 14 into 12. 14, the result of 14 into 12 will be calculated here and returned to again to this portion, this function. And this area method, since it has calculated length into breadth 14 into 12, that will be stored in area 1. Next, this is a variable which is declared only for this main class, just like area 1. Object dot volume method. Volume method will be called in this portion. Volume method call adaga enagutte, length into breadth into height calculation agutte. Area method call adaga enagutte, length into breadth calculation agutte. Illi length into breadth into height 14 into 12 into 10 ಈ ಮೂರು multiplication ಆಗಿ this volume method is returning the result to this volume method and result ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು volume 1 variable ಅಲ್ಲಿ store ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And we are going to, since area 1 and volume 1 are storing the area and volume resultant values respectively, ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ print ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. Here the main concept is single inheritance. Bedroom is a subclass, room is a base class. This subclass is inheriting the features of base class room anta nodudvi. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಏನು, ಸಬ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್. ಸಬ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಏನು, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸಬ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಬೆಡ್ರೂಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಬ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. The subclass constructor uses the keyword base to invoke the constructor method of the superclass. Base x, y ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಈ base x, y behaves like a method call and therefore arguments are specified without types. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ int x, int y ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ. It acts like a method call. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏರಿಯಾಗೆ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸಬ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬೇಸ್ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ, ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಈವನ್ ದೋ ದಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್, ಈ ಬೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ಸಬ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಬ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈ ಈ ಎರಡು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೊಬಂದು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will copy here because we need the values of x and y along with z for calculating the volume. That's why it is making a call to x and y. Since ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ತ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಡೇಟಾ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವೈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾನ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಸೆಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್. ಬೆಡ್ರೂಮ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಸೆಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಬೆಡ್ರೂಮ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಿದೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್. ಏರಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್. When the compiler encounters this base x, y, it passes the values of x and y to the base class constructor, which takes two integer arguments. The base class constructor is called before the derived class constructor is executed. ಡಿರೈವ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಬೆಡ್ರೂಮ್. ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದು ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಲೆಂತ್ ಅಸೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ವೈಗೆ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ತ್ ಅಸೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಝೆಡ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಬ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ this is another kind of inheritance. By looking at the program, you can make out. Here we have a class called parent with some method name and some print statement inside the method. Another class called as child C, which is inheriting the features of parent with method name and some print statement. Child D with parent as the base class with some method name and print statement. Here let's check the output. Here we are getting all the print statement. All the like I am the child C, A and B are my parents, I am the child D. This is the output we are going to get for this one. See, first this has been executed. I am the child C. Since we have created two objects here with respect to class child C, this one, and with respect to class child D, we have created an object CD. CC is an object for child C. cc.displayChildC is the method that we have called here, and cc.displayParentsAB, this one. Again, child D, display parents AB. Display parents AB contains A and B are my parents as the print statement. Display child C contains I am the child C as the print statement. Display child D contains I am the child D as the print statement. Here this A and B are my parents has been printed one time, and again A and B are my parents has been printed second time also. You can observe it is getting printed, and when you make a call to child C, it will print I am the child C as the first statement. When you make a call to display child D, it will print I am the child D as the third statement. So both the subclasses child C and child D are accessing the base class parent. Here how many base classes we have? We have only one base class, that is parent, and two subclasses. Both the subclasses are dependent on the base class parent. So one base class, multiple subclasses. This is an example for multi-level inheritance. Grandparent is the base class with two methods. Parent is the subclass and it's inheriting the features of its previous class, that is grandparent with one method, and child is the subclass. It is inheriting the feature of parents class. Here parents class, and with respect to class child, which is the last class, there is a creation of object called CD here. CD dot display child Z. Display child Z is the method in the child class, and then there is a call to display parents CD, which is the parent class, display grandparents AB. This is the method. See, this is the output. Constructor called at runtime. This constructor called at runtime. This is the text of method which is present in grandparent method. Next, I am the child Z.